Hello, my name is Andrei Plop, and here you can see a link to my website. It's plopandrei.com, and here it's also my TikTok channel, plopandrei.com. Now I will read excerpt from my second book, Why is the ABA Afraid If I Will Pass a Polygraph Test in front of NATO ambassadors and military attaché. And this is my second book, and I will post also a link to my first book, Why Canadians Are Not Americans and Why Poland is the most racist country in Africa. And you will be able to listen to this book in audio format from my YouTube channel. Okay, Plop Andrei, except from my book. Why is the FBI afraid if it will pass a polygraph test in front of NATO ambassador and military attaché? Useful questions for Bulgarians and French to discover the Russian network in Moldova and Romania. As I mentioned, what the Facebook network for Moldova and Romania, starting with undercover activists or diplomats and civil servants, have been following me since I was student at ULIM, but since 2017, they have been following me, and every person I meet in every country, the Facebook network from Moldova and Romania says that I'm Russian or a Turkish spy. But depending on the situation, they also say that I'm a terrorist, that I am gay, that I am anti-gay, what I work, and I'm working for a service from Romania or Moldova. I mean here like intelligence, or that I betrayed the intelligence service from Romania on Moldova, or that I'm on a mission. Obviously, everything is fake. As I wrote in my book, Why Canadians Are Not Americans and Why Poland is the most racist country in Africa. On the first day, when I arrived in Warsaw, I went to the ABW, it's Poland Counterintelligence Service, and everything this counterintelligence service had to do with the Moldovans and Romanians who were following me. Had only to ask some questions, but I also wrote in the previous book. All ABW Agencja Bezpieczeństwa Wewnętrznego, the Internal Security Agency, had to ask some questions to Moldovans and Romanians. Why did you follow him? Who paid you to follow him? What job did you have before starting following him? How much money did you receive and how much money do you have in your account now? Who recruited you? Why did you follow him and not? Why do you avoid meeting him? One parliamentary commission will be created to investigate the corruption of intelligence or espionage service in favor of Russia, such as a Polish, Romanian, Moldovan, or American service, and also when I go to study the master programs in Bulgaria and the Francophone University, please ask the following questions to this intelligence service from these countries or to those who declare that I am Russian or Turkish spy. Let's say that everything you say is true and Andrei Plop is a Russian or Turkish spy. The questions for you: why are you investigating this case? Do you work for the counterintelligence service or you are an activist? Andrei Plop is not a member of any organization. He is not a member of party or Freemasonry. The questions for you: if you work for intelligence service, why do you publish all information obtained on social network or communication, because the intelligence service only has to accumulate information, and if he has committed crimes, to be forwarded to the authorities for the investigation and prosecution. But you publish all information on social networks and vacation info is your goal to earn money. How much money have you in so far? If you are activist, why were you allowed in Poland or Canada to follow him and publish information about Andrei Plop on social network, considering that Andrei Plop requested political asylum in these countries? Did you have permission of intelligence service to film or record him, because Andrei Plop wrote and writes hundreds of times that no one has the right or signature to film, record, or photograph him, and what they are doing these things are Russian spy. Who will pay for all the expenses such as accommodation, plane tickets, or bribing people? The fact you won hundreds of thousands of euros to millions of euros, does this mean that it's a business for you? So what is the role of intelligence service in this business? Which one and how much did they win? The fact that you also allowed to register him when Andrei Plop was a asylum seeker in Poland and Canada confirms that you are undercover activist and how much money you pay to Polish and Canadian services to intelligence, of course, to allow you to register him, you follow him and film him. Business people paying you for advertising. Why did you rape the person who is very close to Andrei Plop? You all raped her and you also served her, and because you destroyed all the teeth in her mouth, vacation for you is why do you keep blackmailing her? So as not to speak to authorities? Who are the policemen then from the information and security services in Moldova who helped you to violate her, to rape her? Who are the doctors who treat her, and if the doctors filed a complaint to the police considering that you destroyed her teeth to this woman? Were the doctors also bribed? Who are the politicians from the ruling party in Poland and from the Polish opposition, and also activists who help you in Poland to follow him and record him? Who are the members of Canadian government, the Canadian intelligence service, the Canadian police, and the Canadian activists that you bribed, and how much money did they have received? Who are the members of the Canadian government, the Canadian intelligence service, and Canadian police, and the Canadian activists that you bribed, and how much money did they each receive? How much money do you have in your account in offshore and crypto, and what assets such as real estate or cars do you have? Considering that your actions were illegal in Canada and Poland because Andrei Plop was asylum seeker and you earned money, the question is whether you paid taxes to the Polish and Canadian states, especially in the Canadian states, because in Canada, Andrei Plop, he stayed for 3 years, and how were you allowed to stay legally in Canada? Did you have a work visa, or what capacity were you in Canada? What taxes did you pay? Did you stay in Canada for 3 years without a work visa and didn't pay any taxes? Who issued you your residence permit? In Canada, were you as activist or as a spy? If you had a work permit, did the Canadian authorities allow you to register under Plop and earn money? Why do you denigrate him all the time? Because all your actions up to now have been illegal. As a spy, do you earn money from the state, or did you have other illegal activities through which you earn money? Since when have you been following Andrei Plop? How long have you been following Andrei Plop? What degree did you have at the beginning, and what degree did you have? What degree do you have now? Why do you think? What don't the Russians talk about the Nazi experiments done by Poles in the refugee camps in Poland? Because these Poles are Russian spies? Because the Russians are interested in doing Nazi experiments on refugees who are enemies of the Russians? Thank you very much, and please listen my audiobook, my first book, my audiobook on my YouTube channel, Plop Andrei. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.